All right, getting set up here. Bear with me half a second. Sorry for the momentary delay. I just need to post something on Discord. All right. We're going to try and do a little more racing today. Necessary, and we might switch over to rally later. Emma, you're killing me, baby. My sweet girl has this little thing where she keeps laying down over by one of the power strips and turning off the power. In room. Welcome in, bum. I'm going to try and be halfway decent. We'll see. Maybe a little more light here. Is that better? A little more light on me. Too much light, maybe. There we go. All right, let's see how this goes. The Dog Challenge Authority. Hey, Ed, welcome in. Okay. Yeah, that one over there is a little extra bright, but I'll have to fix that in a minute. So I see it's putting up some strange stuff on the bottom over my overlay. Maybe I have to fix that. Let's see here. Where did that go? SimHub. I guess that's updates hidden in the corner. I'll have to figure that out later. Okay, let's go ahead and see what we can do. All right. That might be a little better. We're going to drive. Let's figure out what we're going to do for a car today. All right, I think the lighting's all right. Let's start out with something not so wild. Let's see what options I have here. Do we want to just try and race this Mini and see how that goes? Because it's kind of cool. Let's just try it. And let's do... I don't know Brands Hatch very well. Let's do that. Now, sorry for some of the overlays on it. What I added today is down on the bottom. And I added using SimHub, I added a throttle and brake meter. So instead of trying to show off my pedals where it's really hard to see and all my wiring mistakes, we're just going to... It's going to give an update on this. And if you guys like it, I may go ahead and purchase it so I can get 60 FPS updates. So let me know. Isuzu Piazza. Well, I will check for that next, but I didn't see a Suzu up there. Oh, it delayed me because I jumped the start. But that's showing brake pressure that I don't have yet. That doesn't make sense. Why is this messed up? They hit each other. Wow, this is very different from the 488 EVO. Oh, a little slide. Don't know this gearing very well yet. We'll get there. I would love to yell at him for cutting me off, but I think technically that was his turn and I was responsible for the yielding. Oh, no, 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 no! I was going to say I'm not in last place, and then last place passed me. Well. And I don't know why the throttle and brake are not updating up there if I just can't tell. Do you guys like the throttle and brake graph? I shouldn't have looked over because I wrecked myself. And I'm also round wheel racing today instead of my GT3. I forgot to switch it out. But it's still comfortable and a good wheel, so we're just going to go with it. Hi, Dom. Yeah, Dom, if you just joined, if you look in the bottom right, I added the throttle and... Oh! No way. No, 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 no. It would not have... Fuck you. That would not have done that swing back thing. I was already countered and stopped. That was absolute crap. Crap, I tell ya. Why do you do that? Man, I messed some of that up. Okay, so the B61 and stuff is actually from the game, not from my, what do you call it? From that software I'm using, SimHub, to get my throttle and brake. Now, all right, no Isuzu. AMC, nope, no Gremlin. I could take an old Volkswagen Golf. I could do... Let's do all vintage. Giulia Sprint, Sport Quattro. If you want to see absurdity for a minute, I'm terrible at these, but let's just let's try an F1 car on this. Whew. What are you doing, car? I'm pressing the brake pedal. I'm thinking that should, or the accelerator, that should probably do fucking something. I don't really understand what's wrong. Accelerator. That's really weird. Let's try and start that again and see what happens. That was weird. Holy shit, that's fast! Oh shit! This accelerator thing not working in this car is absolutely pissing me off. It's floored. I do not understand. Didn't do that in the last car. But I have no idea what these gears should be for this. This was probably a really, really bad idea. Or we need to get a new driver. I made a turn. Oh, missed that. Shit. Okay, look. I keep jamming the accelerator and the car does nothing. I do not understand what is going on with this. None of the other cars are doing this. Yeah, I ate that wall pretty hard. Let's not do that. I don't understand what was happening there. Let's just look at some of our lower end cars again. We got the Cooper, the Peugeot. We'll try newer Golf for a minute. I hope that sim hub isn't messing up my accelerator, but I don't think it is. Let's just see if this wants to work. You want to go home? I give you permission to go home. Tell them that you're finishing up from the house. This is so weird not being so super fast accelerating. It's sliding off. This feels like a race in slow motion, but at least the accelerator is responding. I don't think it was an equipment failure. Maybe they're like, you picked an F1 car and we know you're stupid. Oh, he's got the Caterham behind me. I'm trying to make up time. you, sir. I don't think so, Timmy. Not today. I had enough of your shit yesterday. I made it up to third. It's a podium. That's not terrible. Yeah, it's I think it's about 80 here. Okay, that was fun, and my accelerator didn't break. I like that. Or throttle. And I put some opacity on the brake and everything down there. Let me see something else. Hold on here. We minimize that for a minute. Nope, it still hasn't populated. Well, maybe it'll populate the map in a minute. Let's do that track one more time and see if it fixes something over here. Let me go back to Assetto Corsa. Let's pick a different car. Let's go all the way up to 15 and see what we have. Should we just try an old school turbo? 93. Let's try a 93 Porsche. I hope you have a nice walk when you get home, and that you get some kind of good snack while you're out. I need to place my grocery order after this. I think it's all ready to go. I do not understand at all what's going on with that accelerator thing. Unless it has to do with this SimCube plugin I have. Or not plugin, but software I'm running to do the throttle and brake. But it's supposed to be just reading the telemetry, not interfering. But I'm already in last place, so we got that going for me. Apparently, I gave it a little bit too much credit. And see, I feel like when I explore the throttle, the car should move. She's slidey. No, stop! Wait a minute, I might know what's going on with the clutch, or with the accelerator now. I think I do know. Even better. There's no way! I don't get it. I already countered ahead of that angle, and it kept sliding out. It should have at least stopped turning. Doesn't make any sense. Alright. The problem is, that car actually required an accelerator or a clutch to take off, so I was dumping the engine, but it doesn't tell you it needs the clutch. Some cars don't use the clutch. When you press on the accelerator, they jump forward and you get a penalty. So, man, this car is so slidey. It's not old school to me either. But I graduated high school before most of the people on the server were born, so. Alright, let's go back up to some other cars, and maybe we'll try an F1 a car again and actually use the clutch like we're supposed to. Alright, let's see how this works. I'm assuming it needs the clutch. Nope, no clutch. Did not manage my wheel spin well. You bastard! You made me lose the space. At least I know what's going on with the accelerator and I can fix it next time. I just wish... I prefer taking off with the clutch because it's easier to get a non-spinning start. But it doesn't really tell you which car is going to... Oh, I looked up and almost... I'm so sorry. I wasn't trying to rear-end you. I am going to smash the shit out of you, though, Julio. You cannot have my slot. ABS is working good on this. Okay, the car is a little slidey, but it's very easy to learn. Third. Not a podium, but getting better with the car. I have no idea why my track map won't populate though. On my plane. Just practicing a little. I know the race is over. That was fun, though. Alright, let's, I don't really know Red Bull Ring very well. Let's try it. Let's try this variation really quick. Do we want to take the same car, maybe? And on my wheels, they have this quick connect on the back. You pull it and lift it off. And over time, they actually get a little loose. I had to tighten all the screws on my GT3 wheel last night. uh, about a quarter half turn, because over time they'd wiggled loose. I noticed I was getting some squeaking, so I tightened them up. Peterson, nice launch. Ooh. I think this race is done. Let's try and finish it anyway with a broken car. It's my fault. I was taking a different track and dumped in when I didn't have room, dove bomb everybody, and caused my own problem. But it's like that some days. Ooh. Keep forgetting it's a different track. I just don't want the Mustang. Nobody wants the Mustang. Seventh, and I started in sixth, so that was probably not my best. That's still fun. Am I only at one lap though? I think I need to make some changes. Changes. Turn and face the strain. Changes. How weird it did exactly what I told it to. Strange. Thank you, everyone that's here. I appreciate it and hope everyone is having some fun today. It's Friday. Pragmata is out. I've watched a little, like maybe 15 minutes of the beginning. It does look kind of interesting and it looks good, so I don't know. I always want the new games. I'm kind of over Crimson Desert, though. Not that I don't like it. I've just watched so much, I almost feel like I don't need to play it. Who all already owns Pragmata? Peterson, don't launch ahead of me again. I'm trying to drive really well. Oh, I did the same thing again. I'm gonna have to take the track limits. Smith, you fucker. I mean, it's completely my responsibility to find a safe space to come on, but since you didn't let me, I made one. Oh, I have been braking for so long. Holy crap. Like, I've been standing on my brakes since the top of the hill. Apparently I have to learn that this car doesn't brake for shit. I think I'm used to racing brakes. I am a girl. Hey, sweetheart. What good? Yeah, you're my pretty girl. You hit me anyway. Thanks for slamming me. I need to figure out some of my brake stuff. So let's, oh, I don't have the traction control and stuff settings on here. How do I do it on here? Is it, one of these is supposed to go through my menus. Well, it's obviously not that one or that one. Oh, alright. Let me put the other wheel on that has the traction control options. Yeah, it's nice having the other style. All right. Let's see what we got here. I would like to... I love you too, Emma. All right, just turn traction control and ABS off. That engaged weird, I don't know why. Dude! Apparently I should not have. Damn it. We're gonna have to restart that. Apparently I should not have taken that down so much. I guess I'll use part of this failure to learn the track without anybody in my way. I can definitely see more easily this way. I did not hit a braking zone for myself there. Oh, I turned in too early. Could have had a better entrance. But I got a bunch of graphics settings updated. Son of a bitch, I've been braking forever. Got a bunch of the graphics settings updated. And so I got a little bit more clarity, and my rear view mirror looks better today. But I am not appreciating how much it takes to bring this car down to speed. Well, I got a little early there, but... What did we decide? 150 here? Oh, still not my best line. Well, I've made 2 of the turns I've slid off on before, so maybe there's baby steps. Oh, no, no! I honestly don't understand why would you lose just a smidge of grip, you can't ever get it back. I was reading about it yesterday after getting so pissed off, and like on the track, I should have been able to recover that. They're telling me that when I get off the track, your super hot tires pick up all the grass and dirt and basically become covered slick, and that's why you continue to slide, and there's nothing you can do once you go off. But I should have been able to recover that on tarmac, but maybe I was just too slow. You have to get ahead of the turning angle or you can't recover. So we're starting at 150. Okay, so in this car I have to hit the 150 mark. And here I could probably do 100 mark, but I get scared because coming down the hill takes extra braking. I did it to myself. Alright. Do you think we can manage it with less traction control and ABS now? Traction control, ABS off. Let's see what kind of spins we can put on this bad boy. So we decided downhill I can do it right about 100. I didn't think I would lock up at that speed, but whatever. I'm getting a little bit better acceleration. That just squealed the whole way. And I started on that at 125. I guess I'm not accounting for the speed. To run off, enter straight in here. Oh, I forgot to brake. I forgot to brake. Oh, sorry, guy. Let's go back to this for a minute. Again, I appreciate everyone that's here. Sorry if my racing is poor. But I keep switching cars so I can get better at different stuff. No way, dude, come on! I've been hit 3 times and I haven't even got out the fucking... I'm angry with that. I am angry with that. And I can't drive the car straight. That... I don't really get the banging into each other thing. The AI is supposed to be able to drive. Maybe I shouldn't go over that curb. Did you see my front end launch in the air? Maybe I should learn from that. And at this speed, I bet I'm still going to have to do 150. Holy shit! No! Smith, you bastard! I want turbo boost! Only got one position? Come on, I should have been past Smith. I can't see. Alright, Reynolds, thank you for holding the other dude up so I could get a pass in. We're up to second. Getting on the power and the brakes a little more appropriately. Didn't hit the sausage curb, which throws my front end up in the air like popcorn. Shit. I pulled it off somehow. Although I ran him off the road. Maybe I get a penalty for that? Literally on the turn. But we are in first for now. accelerating out a little more smoothly. Too much rotation. Missed that curb. There we go. Ooh, we got a win in finally. It's our third podium, plus some miserable failures. But that was our third podium, and that was the first one in first today, so. That was fun. Yeah, look at that thing when I hit it. Lesson should be don't hit that. I don't think I knew Ulden Bark. This actually looks kind of fast, though. So I guess nobody has Pragmata yet? I thought Dom did, but I could be wrong. I'm assuming Ed and Room will get it. My launches stink. I'm consistently losing one slot at the beginning of the launch. We almost lost our shit right there. That was a bit of a drift that I shouldn't be doing. But I'm trying to keep this other dude from passing me. I'm not giving you the insight. You just bumped me, you motherfucker. How's that? How's that? Oh, sure, you can bump me. It's so annoying. They can bump me and knock me out, but I hit them full force and they just drive straight. And I fucked that up. We are taking the tourist version of the track, including places where I'm supposed to go. Alright, I'm getting too antsy because I hate being left like that. And I'm kind of tired of the AI slamming me. I'm actually kind of tired. It's really... What the fuck? I have no idea why I should have spun in a straight line. But there is a Ferris wheel. Maybe that would have been more fun. I think that was one of my car parts that was on the track. That's kind of embarrassing. Hey, look, there's part of me. You're part of me. Well, apparently I need to learn this track more. What the hell? We're out. Car doesn't control anymore. My car is just shaking and vibrating my hands off, so... Maybe I need to take that back to practice for a minute and figure this thing out. Guess we could try Imola. Anyone still here? I misread that. That was 100% driver failure. Tires are cold. 45 degrees Celsius is what? Like 110 or something? 120? I can turn everything back to imperial measurements, but I'm trying to learn. 180 BBs thrown. And I know I'm a new YouTube star because I'm up to like 10 subscribers. That's a crazy little turn. Kind of fun, though. Wow, you really have to slow down for those. That first one was a first gear turn. Look, we made it that time. Oh. Recovery time's improving. Those are getting a little better, a little bit better track usage. Better entry. Whoop. Almost spun myself on the cab. I can't see that turn. Made it though. Our smoothness is increased. A better line would have been over there. Man, I was doing good until I forgot that. I need to do a later apex on this. Like that. Oop. Wrong side of the track. On the wrong side of the track. I've got until 75 mark to get this turn, I found. It might have over-decelerated some, but gotten much better smoothness on this. It's a good track. I just... Oh, not focusing. I'm the only one on the track. Why you gotta give me a blue light? Yay! I didn't eat the grass. I don't think I got more than 2 tires outside of that. Okay, we can actually take the braking point at 50 there. Yeah. Oh, completely missed that in the sunlight. My bad. What are you guys doing over there? You're not supposed to be there, are you? I don't think you paid to be at the track, mister. happens if I actually pit here? Do I have a pit crew? Nobody's waiting for me. Oh. I'm at the end? Oh. That was kind of fun, though. I don't know how long I've been racing. I don't see that on my... I don't really see that on my stats here. That was fun. Oh, there's the rest of my tracks. Circuit of the Americas looks fucking insane. Let's just try a minute of it so that I can scream loudly. I think I'll do a little bit of this track and then maybe call it. I wish I could tell how long I've been streaming for. I should have set a timer. I could probably see it on OBS over there, but... I did load this up with VR yesterday, but the VR was absolutely terrible. It was like a Viewmaster slideshow. So they say they have some fixes coming for that later. And one of the other suggestions is, if you're really having a lot of VR problems, is to turn off DLSS. But damn it, that was completely my fault. But yeah, my car is broken. That seems like uncool to have to turn off DLSS. I did do some rally racing last night in VR, and that is really fun. I find this is fun in VR too if it has the frame rate. Well, I can't see that turn over the hill, so somebody's going to have to learn this crap. Ooh. Ooh, this is a windy little thing. I'm originally from Oklahoma, and where I am now, we also have a lot of lakes and rivers, so we have lots of lake roads that are just windy as hell, and drop-offs are like a cliff. One of the guys that worked for me at one of my previous jobs had to come in from an area we wouldn't let him drive in the snow because we would pretty much make him work from home, because the odds of him sliding off a cliff and dying were absurdly high. Like, the road is slightly scary in dry, sunny weather. But there's like on the I guess the right-hand side of the road going out there, it's just a drop off. There's like the shoulder of the road, and as soon as the pavement ends, so does the ground. So it's not like there's a runoff area or anything. You're either on the road or off a cliff into trees. Like all of our lakes are long, skinny ones with lots of fingers off of them because they're not one giant pool. They're just overflowed through a range of big hills, not quite mountains. Okay, why is there not a brake marker over there? I don't understand that, but I better learn it if I want to live. Yeah, our lakes aren't like the Great Lakes where there's huge open area. It's lots of long... I mean, we have some large ones, but they're surface area-wise, but they're laid out more like a lightning bolt than a round pool. One of the popular places to do trout fishing here is by a dam. And I was down there one day when they opened that. And there's this sign way up the hill that says, you know, if the gates are open, you know, move back here. I'm like, that's almost to the parking lot. That's absurd. No, that's just them being overcautious. That's what I thought. And then I was there when they opened the gates, and that water came up fast. And I didn't get in trouble, but it was terrifying how fast that thing rises there at the base of the dam. Actually, we managed some nice rotation there. Possibly improperly, but it worked out for us. See, that sort of worked. And then next hardware expenditure, I think, is going to have to be an actual handbrake for rally racing. And I'm torn. The one from Moza is not so expensive, and I could do it, and I think it's fine. The one that matches the rest of my gear, like if I had to plug back into console, is a little more expensive. I had not planned to drift that, however, it was a beautifully timed drift. Maybe we'll go back to rally racing tomorrow. I've just been kind of enjoying this, even though I've had some good runs and bad runs. But I really do wish I was cool enough to have a curved OLED. I just kept turning and turning. Turn, turn. All the leaves are brown. And the sky is gray. I've been for a walk. On a summer's day. I learned not to hit that little spiky curb. Those ones on the right there. Here, I'll flip around and show you. See, these curves have a bit of a chugga jump. Some are angled up higher, like this, so if you get on the inside, there's a lip and it's hard to get back over it. And these are called sausage curves, and they will launch you in the air like that. And so right here is that other sausage curve right in the middle. So if you cut the corner, your front end goes flying. Well, you can see a big old Texas flag over there. I legitimately hate Texas drivers, though. They are some of the worst drivers on the planet. So I hate driving in Texas, but I do like the barbecue. So I could have done a better entry there. Oh wow, this is... I did have fish for lunch, Gorton's fish fillets, with a delicious, Herdez is a brand name that has really good roasted green salsa, and I use some of their other sauces, and they have this jalapeno avocado cilantro sauce, and that's what I put on there. It'd been better if I had some fresh corn tortillas to go with it and made myself a little fish taco. Can't have it all. Alright. I thank whoever dropped me a like, and sorry I'm losing streamers here. I guess I'll take a break here and call it, and maybe go back to some rally racing either later today or maybe tomorrow's stream. I thank all of you for being here. I appreciate it very much. And I hope you all have a good day. And whoever's playing Pragmata, I hope you have a great time. And I might crack on that. I need to watch a little more. I didn't want to just do the review. I wanted to see how some of the gameplay works, see if it has some mechanics I dislike or anything like that. But so I only watched 10 or 15 minutes, and it looks good. So, all right. Well, thank you all very much, and I hope everyone has a great day.